I'm going to say something extremely controversial. Okay, because, oh my god, I have this pet hate, and it just annoys me every time. Oh my god, I went into town. I was walking town, and I've heard these people, and you know, everyone has something that just really annoys them. And this guy called this woman, and it must have been partners, his Angel. Oh my god. I don't get it. Did you know that whether you have a faith, whether you have a belief in God or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have any faith in or belief in God at all. Right. It's neither here or there, I don't care. But the facts of this are this. Right, this is the fact. Right. Angels are celestial beings. I know that there's always been this concept, you know, that I don't know, that these pick-up lines, whereas if you fall, have you fallen from heaven, blah 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 blah, because the thing is, right, angels are celestial. And I don't care if you believe in God or if you don't. I don't care if you believe in any of it. I don't care if you're a complete atheist or if you have a faith in something else, or if you're Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, I don't care. Angels are celestial. They are the celestial beings. They were created as a warrior race, and as messengers, and as helpers. They are male. Let's get this very, very straight, shall we? Angels are male. There is no angel ever that is female. They are not. They've never been female. They never will be female. And I don't care if you are a feminist, if you believe in equal rights, because I do. Very, very clear. Pretty sure you're very aware that I believe, you know, in equality and whatever else. But I'm making this very, very clear. Angelic beings, angels, are male. They are not female. You will never find a female angel. Ever. Period. Doesn't happen. You can look through if you look through the Bible, the real Bible, not like all the man-made ones, you know. If you go through the King James Bible, you know, the actual real Bible, the one that was actually, you know, translated directly from the original texts, you know, like the Hebrew, Greek. The ones that were actually translated, the King James Bible was translated directly from its original transcripts. All the others were not. They were just there to make your life easier, so you didn't have to read the thous, theirs, this and that's. Because people don't like reading them, and I don't get why. So yeah. And don't even get me started on the Message, because that's not even a Bible, it's footnotes. But you will never find any reference in any religious texts of a female angel, because there isn't one. They are male, and they were created as warriors and messengers and helpers for us and for God. When you call a woman an angel, you are telling her that she looks like a man and that she looks like a warrior. I do not find that remotely nice, or find it in any way, shape or form that you could class that as sexy or useful or pretty or useful. You know, how do you make that sound anything other than slightly insulting? Oh, my angel, you look so much like a man, so warrior-like. Oh, thank you. Really? You're going to tell your wife, your missus, your partner, your girlfriend, your little girl, your daughter, that she doesn't look pretty, she looks like a male warrior. An angelic, celestial male warrior who in his natural form is about the height of a house, carrying a weapon, usually, you know, fucking scary thing. They're not gentle creatures. They are massive in their natural form. They can look like humans. For the religious texts, they tell us we can entertain angels unaware. So they can look like human beings, but in their natural forms, they are massive. And they carry swords. They are terrifying. They are built for battle. So when you tell your little girl, your daughter, your nieces, your grandchildren, and your girlfriends, partners, wives, that they look like angels, you are telling them that they look like male warriors that are about 25 foot tall. Please explain to me how that in any way, shape or form is in any way nice or sexy or pretty, because this is pretty. This outfit is pretty. These heels are pretty. Your little girl is pretty. I'm pretty sure your daughters are beautiful. I'm pretty sure your nieces are beautiful. Your grandchildren are beautiful. I'm pretty sure they do not look like male warriors. And I'm pretty damn sure that your girlfriends, wives, partners do not want to be told they look like male warriors. Oh, and the noise you can hear is my son. It's fine. The thing is, before you start telling women they look like something, find out the truth of what it is you're telling them. Don't just follow the crowds. Just because other people do it doesn't mean it's the right thing to be doing. It is a massive bugbear for me. It really triggers me a bit. It's like, I know I'm not, you know, the definition of a 10, you know, I'm probably more like a 5, but I don't care. I'm happy, very comfortable with who I am, as you probably figured out by now, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, dressed like these, you know, dressed in the outfits that I dress in. But the one thing that women do not want to be hearing is that they look like men and look like male warriors that are like 25 years old. Yeah, and instead of just saying something because you think it sounds pretty, learn the context of what you're saying, and before you just make a slapdash compliment, find out the meaning behind it. Because not all compliments can be compliments. Telling a woman she looks like an angel is not a compliment under any circumstances. Telling a man he looks like an angel, now that would be a compliment. Be careful. with how you say things. I think that's the point. Find out what makes a compliment and who it is you're complimenting before you make it. You know, these, you know, it's so easy to make a slapdash compliment and expect everyone to be, oh, thank you, that's so sweet. The reality is, you make these slapdash you just compliment people, compliment strangers, compliment your partners, compliment your daughters and your sons. If you don't know the meaning behind your compliments, the truth behind all these compliments, you could end up seriously insulting people. You know, because you're just following the normal crowd. You're just following a crowd. These compliments are normal, so therefore we must all call people these. We must say these things, otherwise we're not being nice. These aren't. If we don't call people these names, obviously we're not doing the right thing. But not all of the mainstream compliments are directed to the right people. Unless you understand these compliments and the history behind them, how do you know what you're saying to people? Because you don't just compliment strangers, you compliment your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, partners, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. You compliment everybody in your lives, parents, whatever. You compliment everybody, brothers, sisters. You even compliment your brothers, sisters and parents. And you call them these names, and there are so many out there that unless you learn the history of it, especially with terms like angel, where you know that there is a religious context and an actual meaning behind it, to just follow a crowd and just assume it's directed at women can actually means that you spend your entire life insulting an entire gender because you don't look at the actual history behind it, the real meaning behind it, the truth of what it actually means. So instead of randomly complimenting people, take a look at what of the words that you use on a regular basis to compliment people. You know, as like if you go out in the pool, or if you do whatever, or if you use it for your family members, and actually learn the history or the truth behind those compliments and the real meanings behind them before you use them. You might find them to be quite amazing. They might just be normal every day, and they might be very generic, which is cool, because then it doesn't matter who you use them to, or where you use them, or which person you use them on. You can use them on everybody. Or they might actually be gender specific. They might be person specific. They could be directly related to a certain specific circumstance. Unless you understand what you're saying to people, you can end up insulting them instead of actually complimenting them. But like I said, it's my bugbear. So I actually found, because it bugged me so much, I learned the truth. I found out why it bugged me. Yeah. And now I know why. So I had to tell you. So yeah. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, people. Bye.